We've got this little dresser with a mirror on it that Jamie picked up off of Facebook Marketplace for $60. It needs a little help. It's definitely old, and I've got to fill the holes in the drawers where the knobs are going to go because we're going to be doing different knobs.
But stay tuned because we're going to show you how to spray milk paint. We get asked about it all the time and we haven't done it in a hot minute, so we decided today was the day.
The first order of business is to get this mirror off of the back, see why it's not sturdy, and either fill those holes or add new ones so that they can be strong again. The drawers are in pretty good shape. They just don't slide super well, and they don't have their drawer stops. You can see here, that pushes all the way back in. So I need to put a drawer stop in there. That way, when you push them in, they sit nice and flush with the face of the dresser. These cute knobs aren't going back on. This top drawer here still has its stops and they're in pretty good shape. So what I'll do is I'll just measure that and then I'll match that and put these other stops in. You can see some of them had like staples or something in there at some point. I'm just gonna glue a piece of wood onto there. I'm gonna put a healthy amount of glue. This is Tight Bond 2, and just line that right up. Probably an excessive amount of glue, but I don't want these coming off. These are just spring clamps I got. They're $1 down at the Home Depot. I've got all-purpose Bondo out. I'm going to use the cream hardener to get it nice and hard and have it set up quickly. The thing I like about the all-purpose Bondo is that it doesn't shrink and it finishes really strong. So when I go to sand these, I'm going to leave them a little bit high when I put the Bondo on. That way when I sand down, they'll be completely flush with the face and you'll never know they were there. I'm using 220 grit sandpaper to sand these down flush so that I don't get divots. A heavier grit might cause you to have a dip where the original hole was for the drawer pulls.
So we're gonna go ahead and make up the milk paint. This is First Crush. I buy this wholesale, which is why it's in this big giant container, but you can pick it up at JamiRayVintage.com. Comes in quarts, pints, and samples. I'm gonna mix up 1 part milk paint to 1 part warm water. And it really doesn't matter the size of your scoop as long as you get equal parts. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up with my immersion blender. When you are spraying milk paint, this is really the only way to do it. It was with an immersion blender because you can't have any chunks. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in the Critter sprayer. It comes with a pint-sized mason jar. The way that the Critter works, the way that it sprays, is why milk paint works. Traditional sprayers don't really work because the paint gets stuck in the actual sprayer. In this case, the sprayer siphons up the paint and the actual gun part just blows it out that way. So it works a little bit better and it doesn't get stuck in the actual gun. So you can use this gun for chalk paint, any kind of a paint that you want to use, as well as sealer. We just use it specifically for milk paint because we find that our HVLP that we get from Harbor Freight is a little bit more accurate and sprays better. Make sure that the seal goes against the glass. Then screw this down on here. We've got the air compressor set at 90 psi and you can adjust this back and forth to adjust the airflow and the width of the spray. I'm gonna go ahead and use my orbital sander with 220 sandpaper. We didn't use any Bond, so I thought we would get more chipping, but we didn't. Milk paint gets kind of unpredictable. So we're gonna sand it with this, Maybe I'll wet distress, I don't know. I really want to use a clear coat, so I probably won't wet distress because that can make it chip too much and then I'd have to use wax. It's a whole thing.
We've got two different sizes of IOD knobs. They've got this threaded insert here, so it makes it really easy to screw them in. I'm just gonna spray them white. We've got DIY White Swan in the hopper, and then we'll do 2 knobs each on the bottom ones. So to keep these from blowing away, I turn the air down pretty far. I'm running it at about 35 PSI. It's splattering on a little bit, but I'm still getting good coverage, and that'll level out as it dries. So I'm using the IOD knob topper stamps. I went with this floral design because I feel like the dresser is pretty feminine and it will look good. Because it is so detailed, I'm opting to use the IOD ink because you get a crisper image. You can use these without the flexi stamper, but you get a much better image with it. If you use it without the stamper, just be careful and try not to shift. Once you've stuck it on here, I've got black IOD ink already loaded up on my ink pad. These ink pads come blank and you can load them with whatever color ink you need. Once you've got it loaded onto your stamp, you're just gonna come to your knob, center it, and then go down. The silicone wraps around the knob so you get a nice even image. I can no longer tell where the knobs used to be, but if you look on the back side of a lot of the drawers, this originally had a knob in the center, so I'm just going to drill it out from right there. These holes are all kind of wallered out. I've got a longer screw in here. And that's going to work much better. I'm using foaming glass cleaner and a razor blade. We'll get this milk paint right on off of there. Ironically, we're putting the most feminine piece next to the most masculine piece. It was white with pink pools, and now it's pink with white knobs. I know, subtle changes, but I think it turned out really great. I love how easy it was to spray the milk paint. It pretty much covered in a single coat, and when we sanded it, it got buttery smooth, which is really nice. It's very indicative of milk paint because it's so fine that it just lays down really good. We'll give you some close-up shots of this and some pictures of it all staged in our space. If you want the paint, go to JamiRayVintage.com. Zeb will pop that link for the sprayer below. Be sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up to Jami Ray Vintage for more DIY.
Hit the subscribe button.